all wrong, Virginia. There's this boy, and he was from Virginia, and I'm not saying his mom was named Virginia, no. He was from the state, and I used to love the name Virginia. Woo! Until after. But this Virginian thought I liked to write just to try to impress him. So if I ever published a book, he would pick it up, immediately flip to the table of contents. And if there was a poem titled Virginia, a bit like this one, but perhaps with a character, not me, who regrets some decision and can't come to terms with it and devotes her life to collecting whiskey sauce recipes and gambling, then he would say, this is her way of confessing that she wants me back. But that is not what I am trying to say. Fuck Virginia. But maybe you would think I'm really trying to say I wish I could fuck him. Okay, so now for our first performer will be Greg Larson.
Can I use this podium however I like? Okay.
Do not file.
Alright. So my name is Greg Larson. I'm a sophomore. Thanks for stealing my thunders, yeah. Taking my name and all that. I do whatever I like with podiums. And I guess that's all I have to say before I start. This is a poem called Ronald Keith Larson, my first and only father. He hails from Wyoming, not a primary state in most minds, but he taught me differently. First National Monument, Devil's Tower. First National Park, Yellowstone. First for women's suffrage, 1869. I would be quizzed on this information nightly. And beyond that, ask the same question before bed. What's another name for a turtle shell? A carapace, Dad. Good night. He has made pancakes every Sunday morning since I've been born. Though he's no Michelangelo, he'd sculpt anything I'd ask for with batter on that griddle. Dinosaur pancakes, star pancakes, squid pancakes. Dad, this is a sun. I asked for a squid. Well, I had to get all 10 legs on there, he'd explain. Buttermilk, whole wheat flour, no grain, no gain. We've never had the talk. He and I. He never says fuck or shit or get me another beer. He does say swell and uh-oh. Dad, what? I'm afraid we have a beautiful day on our hands. But my favorite is still, I eat my peas with honey. I've done it all my life. It makes the peas taste funny, but it keeps them on my knife. There are a few things that really frost his peach. A phrase he's convinced everybody knows. He's so patient, he could wait at the edge of the ocean until the waves stop. He's so patient, he could raise me. He's never apologized for hitting me because he never has. He's never checked his MySpace or burned herbs in a pipe. He shows me more through living than yelling at me when I mess up. He taught me the things a boy needs to know. How to tie my shoes, how to read, and which way the batteries go. Then he taught me the things a man ought to know. How to shave, how to steer a canoe, how to use a chainsaw, how to weld at 11 o'clock at night when I wanted to make a ring. But beyond all those, he taught me how to forgive, how to say, it's all right. He taught me how to love, that arms are for high fives and hugs. Never, never for punching. Remember in the 2nd grade, when everyone's dad could beat up everyone else's because he was the biggest badass that there ever was? Do you remember that? That was never my dad. What he can do is teach you quietly to see others' perspectives, to love with your whole heart, and to always say thank you. So thank you, Dad. Beyond all cliches, all similes, all metaphors, and all literary techniques I can come up with, only 3 words. I and love and you.
Okay, well next we have Chris.
Chris?
Hello, I'm Chris with a K, Chris Morton. Perilous and perishing are the realms of our cherished treasures. Daggers in the dark carve themselves into the pages of life. A sanguine Shirako cuts into continents and cultures and leaves them shattered and catatonic. Pipers and pythons plunder our fancies and leave us plowing for dust. Leave us crawling in dust. 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 I am a merchant of ashes. Yeah! We live in destructible times, my friends. We live in destructible times. Yes, indeed. We live off the feeding of lies. We are navigators upon the storm of existence, kindred spirits to refugees and Viking warriors in these dark days. Every meal is a triumph. Every breath is a victory. We are champions by virtue of being alive. Woo! Because the wealth of nations could burn like gasoline, and the empty pyramids could collapse like houses of cards, and all the world could fall to pieces, and through the ashes of its ruins, we would still be here, God with it, God damn it. Woo! Who do you think we are? We have battered hardship, and it does not scare us. We have tasted hunger, and it does not wound us. We are the penniless, the unqualified, and the unambitious. And it is we who laugh at your pathetic excuses. Woo!